Jhin, a name that whispers dread across Ionia, is a character shrouded in art, blood, and mystery. Known as the Virtuoso, Jhin transforms murder into a form of expression, a macabre ballet where death is his canvas and his tools are instruments of both artistry and destruction. Behind the gilded mask lies not only a killer, but an artist who sees beauty in the grotesque and elegance in the chaos of life extinguished. This is the story of Jhin, a man whose life and actions changed the very fabric of Runeterra's art and fear. The village of Jhin in Ionia was where the seeds of Jin's darkness were planted. Born into an unremarkable family, Jin's childhood was marked by isolation and a peculiar obsession with perfection. While others reveled in the harmonious teachings of the Ionian culture, young Jhin often found himself estranged, unable to connect with the idyllic simplicity of his surroundings. A fateful encounter during his formative years revealed the first glimmers of his dark passion. Jhin stumbled upon a troupe of performers staging a traditional Ionian play. Captivated by their meticulous choreography and dramatic flair, he realized an unspoken truth. Perfection was an elusive and rare beauty, one that he craved to both witness and create. However, unlike the performers, Jin's yearning for perfection took a more sinister route. He began experimenting with traps, weapons, and intricate designs, not to create life, but to orchestrate death as a form of expression. When the Noxian invasion ravaged Ionia, Jin's violent tendencies found a stage. His village was thrown into chaos, and Jhin saw opportunity amidst the carnage. He began crafting traps for the invading forces, deadly devices so precise and elaborate that they left those who discovered them both horrified and awestruck. It was during this time that Jin's abilities caught the attention of the Ionian Council, particularly a secretive sect known as the Kashuri Armory. Recognizing his unique talent, the Kashuri Armory imprisoned Jhin, but not out of disdain. They feared his power, yet also marveled at his creations. For years, Jhin remained under their watch, refining his craft and studying the intricate philosophies of balance and beauty that permeated Ionian culture. It was during this captivity that his persona as the Virtuoso was born. Jin's fascination with the number 4, a symbol of death in many Ionian traditions, became the cornerstone of his art. Eventually, the influence of the Kashuri armory waned, and Jhin was set free, not to reform, but to be unleashed. The council believed that Jin's unique skills could serve as a weapon against external threats. However, Jhin saw his freedom as the opening of an unending gallery for his art. He no longer merely killed, he performed, choreographing every movement and designing every weapon to transform his victims into an enduring masterpiece. Stories of the Golden Demon began to spread across Ionia. At first, the tales were dismissed as superstition, rumors of an assassin who left crime scenes too elaborate to be real. Victims were found posed in eerily graceful forms, their surroundings often adorned with golden flowers and symbolic patterns. Each kill bore the unmistakable mark of the Virtuoso, 4 gunshots, each striking with unerring precision to create a grisly tableau. It wasn't long before Jin's fame reached beyond Ionia. Piltover and Zaun, the twin cities of innovation, became aware of his work. Caitlin Kiraman, the sheriff of Piltover, took a particular interest in Jin's cases, drawn by both the challenge of catching him and the grotesque artistry of his crimes. However, Jin's travels weren't limited to the western lands. He began weaving his way through Demacia, Noxus, and even the Freljord, leaving behind haunting scenes that puzzled investigators and thrilled dark-hearted admirers. Stories of the Golden Demon began to spread across Ionia. At first, the tales were dismissed as superstition, rumors of an assassin who left crime scenes too elaborate to be real. Victims were found posed in eerily graceful forms, their surroundings often adorned with golden flowers and symbolic patterns. Each kill bore the unmistakable mark of the Virtuoso, 4 gunshots, each striking with unerring precision to create a grisly tableau. It wasn't long before Jin's fame reached beyond Ionia. Piltover and Zaun, the twin cities of innovation, became aware of his work. Caitlin Kiraman, the sheriff of Piltover, took a particular interest in Jin's cases, drawn by both the challenge of catching him and the grotesque artistry of his crimes. However, Jin's travels weren't limited to the western lands. He began weaving his way through Demacia, Noxus, and even the Freljord, leaving behind haunting scenes that puzzled investigators and thrilled dark-hearted admirers. As Jin's legend grew, so did the efforts to stop him. Caitlin and her allies in Piltover developed intricate traps and strategies to corner him, but Jin always seemed to be one step ahead. His understanding of human nature, their fears, ambitions, and weaknesses allowed him to predict their moves with chilling accuracy. But Jin was not invincible. In his pursuit of perfection, he became increasingly obsessed, his kills more elaborate and risky. Each performance required more planning, more resources, and more time. Though his art grew grander, it also made him more vulnerable. Whispers of rebellion began to stir among those he had wronged, and even the Ionian Council began to regret unleashing such a force upon the world. Though his current whereabouts remain unknown, one thing is certain: Jin is far from finished. To him, every life in Runeterra is a potential brushstroke, every soul a potential audience. Whether he is hiding in the shadows of Zaun's undercity or mingling among the aristocrats of Demacia, Jin's presence can be felt through the chilling artistry of his crimes. For Jin, death is not an end, but a beginning, a gateway to eternal beauty. His story is not just one of murder, but of obsession and the human thirst for perfection. And as long as there is imperfection in the world, the virtuoso's performance will continue. Jin's law embodies the duality of art and destruction, offering a haunting glimpse into the mind of a killer who views the world through a lens of dark beauty. What do you think about Jin's obsession with the number 4 and his philosophy of finding beauty in death? Do you see him as a misunderstood artist or a true monster? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, tell us which other Runeterra champion you'd like to learn more about. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with more fascinating character explorations. Thanks for watching.